What's up, guys? My name is Connor King with Resolute Capital. We're about to hit up a Q&A video style format, and so I'll be answering some questions. Hopefully my answers will benefit you in some way. Do know that they're just my opinions, and this video will be for entertainment purposes only, and you should always consult a professional financial advisor before making any decisions with your money. And if you're excited about this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel, where I post 2 videos every week. And also know that for the answers I would give, they're probably just for the average person, and so they may or may not work for you, but hopefully you can still learn something from them.
All right, so a couple questions for this video have to do with retirement. First off, how much money would you say is a good idea for retirement? I know it can greatly differ from person to person, but what would you say would be a good estimate?
It's a great question. I would probably initially think of that if you were 6 years old and you had $1 million in your retirement account, that should probably be the bare minimum that you should shoot for, because depending on how old you are, $1 million definitely doesn't go as far as it used to have gone in the past. And so I would at least probably try to shoot for $2 million, and that would probably just be $2 million if you're nearing retirement now. But I know that a lot of our audience is younger, and so if you're our age or similar age, I would definitely shoot for $3 to $5 million, because with inflation, in 30, 40 years, you'll need a lot more money to live comfortably than you do nowadays. So I would definitely shoot for that, but it will completely depend on the lifestyle you want to have. And so as far as determining how much money you think you'll personally need for retirement, the biggest question you need to answer is, what type of lifestyle do I want to have? If you're going to be living in a small little shack, eating eggs and rice and stuff, then so if this is you, then $1 million might be fine. But if you're wanting to, live in a beach house and have a big yacht and travel all over the world, then, you'll need 10 plus million, because you'll be spending $100,000 a month probably on your yacht expenses. So definitely you got to figure out what type of lifestyle you're going to want to shoot for. And that will then affect the amount of money you need, because the general rule of thumb is whatever the amount of money you have, you withdraw 4% of that each year, and that's what you have to live on. And so that's the rule of thumb. And also, final side note is Kevin O'Leary on Shark Tank suggests that a bare minimum goal that you can shoot for if you're in the earlier ages is to have $100,000 saved in your retirement account by the time you're 30. And that will at least ensure that you'll be in a good position. So as far as retirement, that can be a good goal to shoot for in the near future.
Okay, so on a similar note, how do I go about picking investments for my 401k or any sort of individual retirement account?
Oh, yeah, this is a great debate, one that I'm in myself right now, actually. And there's pretty much 2 sides to this coin. And the first one is the more conservative option, which would be invest all of your money into the S&P 500 index, and then have some in bonds as well. But then as you get closer to retirement, you then slowly shift from less stocks and equities to more bonds. That way it's just really conservative. And so this is definitely the route that is the one you should be going if you're very risk averse, is just, S&P and then shift to bonds. Actually, there's 3 sides to the coin. I take that back. So the middle side of the coin is, and this is probably the one that I'm wanting to do myself, is just go heavy stocks and equities in the S&P 500 index and just a little bonds, even all the way up until you're ready to retire. And so that would mean that you'd be shooting for 6 to 10% return a year just in the S&P 500 index, which a lot of people think, even some actively managed fund owners think that this is the best route, and that if you're investing, in your 20s and 30s, that even though it seems more conservative, that you'll outperform 80 to 90% of everyone else by the time you retire, because this, over the long run, has been the most proven way to go about saving for retirement and growing your investments. But then the main other side of the coin is to invest in mutual funds or actively managed funds. And some of the ones that, off the top of my head, I know is a very popular option because Dave Ramsey promotes it, is to invest through the company Capital Group into specific funds they're called American funds. And all of these are actively managed, and they have fees, and they have a lot of turnover. But they do have a long track record as well, because they've been around for a very long time. And so they have very high proven returns, and several of them have beaten the S&P 500 returns for 30 to 40 years, I think. But really the two sides to figuring out what to invest for in retirement are, do you want to go the actively managed funds route and shoot to beat the market, or are you just content with staying in par with the market and just getting 6 to 10% return annually? I think the average is 9.8% over the life of the S&P 500. And so you just need to think about which one you want to do, maybe half and half, or maybe all in one or the other. But as far as my thoughts, that would be what I would say. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe to our channel, where we post 2 videos every week. Also, leave any future questions you have for us that we could include in these videos down in the comments, and leave any questions you have about my answers today down in the comments, and we'll make sure to get back to you, and we'll see you next time.